My name is Isa Villarosa Berg, and I'm one of the co-founders of the 313 Project. We're a nonprofit that started off as a service group at Wayne State University Law School in 2009, and we essentially became a nonprofit in 2011. We do two things. We do nonprofit legal clinics, so we offer underserved communities in Detroit pro bono services, and we also do community service events like Romanowski Park. And Romanowski Park was very special to us. It was an amazing success and brought together tons of very diverse organizations.
The 313 Project came to us and wanted us to help them with a project. They didn't know what project at first, and when they got back with us, they told us about a park, Romanowski Park in the city of Detroit. And we asked them more about it. We asked about the community involvement. And when Tom, my team depot captain, and I went out to the park, we found out that this park was named after a WW2 veteran, Sergeant Romanowski, which kind of perked our ears up a little bit, because what Home Depot's doing is the next 3 years they decided to put $30 million towards veterans. And so this was right up our alley. And then we decided to look around the neighborhood and found out how diverse this neighborhood was, which is right up our alley also, because we're all about diversity. So the main things that we were looking at was, we're looking at the 313 Project, 503C. We're looking at that this was a veteran park, named after a veteran, huge park, in the city of Detroit, so major city. And then we wanted to make sure that we honored this park and make sure we put the right flag up there also. So everything kind of tied in to what our core values are about taking care of our communities, taking care of our neighborhood, and taking care of our veterans. So this was an easy project for us to jump into. One of the things that we were very, very scared of as far as losing sleep over was, are we really going to have these volunteers? Because, when we first thought about this park, we talked about 300 to 500 people to make sure this happens. And Isa, who one of the co-founders of the 313 Project, I kept telling her, like, Isa, do we have the volunteers? Do we have the volunteers? And she kept saying yes. I said, well, I'm from Missouri, and we don't have them until they show up that day. Probably around 11:15, 11:30 that day, Isa and I were standing around where we're going to have lunch at, and we announced that lunch was ready. And I looked up, and there was about 250 people coming to the tent for lunch. And Isa turned to me and said, well, did I show you? And we got community involvement. 313 did an outstanding job of getting all the diverse people in the neighborhood committed to this park. We had a prep date a week before the park where we spent probably 12 hours out there, probably a little bit too long. And then a day of the event, they have about 410 volunteers that we spent another 12, 14 hours in the park. But if you look at the results of this and how the city of Detroit, the surrounding communities, the diversity of everyone from, from a 2-year-old all the way up to, 70-year-old or even more, and then people coming from as far away as Bowling Green, Ohio, I think we hit all our objectives for this park in the surrounding communities. This is a huge event. We're really proud of it. We're proud of the way that things worked out. A lot of sleepless nights, but I think we got it done.
When I would sit in class, I would, this area, what they're trying to renovate, they used to test tanks. This is for the Second World War, which a lot of people do not know about or are aware of. They had to take someplace to run them, make sure that they would run. So that the track was oval, and they would just go around and around and around.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
So I wonder if the pathway today, because there's a pathway that goes around the entire park. It's huge. It's a 26-acre park. I wonder if that was where the track was.
That's where the track was. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
I think it's going to bring back a lot of people's interest that have stayed there in the area, or myself, which I've moved out of the area, but want to participate in the development and the upkeep of this park.